Hello, welcome to episode 197 of the Epic Film Challenge. 197. It is me, myself, and Irene. I'm sorry. Just when you thought Jim Carrey had completely done a U-turn on his career playing Andy Kaufman. Well, not really, I guess. It still kind of had comedy elements in it. I'm talking about Man on the Moon. Anyway, the next film we made was another out-and-out wacky comedy made by the same people who made Dumb and Dumber, I believe. Me, myself, and Irene. And he plays a guy who has a split personality because his wife leaves him with 3 black children who obviously aren't his, which is hilarious, by the way. It's one of my favourite things about the film. He's got these 3 huge, massive black kids that are his sons.
He loves him dearly.
Yeah, and they love him as well, even though he's clearly not their father.
And they learned how to speak with their, yo, motherfucker,
oh, yeah.
I love you, man, you can fuck off, from watching stand-up comedy
Oh, yeah.
on TV.
And, so he kind of represses everything. People walk all over him. He's a police officer, and no one takes him seriously, and just all builds up, and this a whole other personality comes out. Just a complete badass and a dickhead, basically.
What's his name again?
The alter ego is Hank, and his name is Charlie. And I think the character he plays at Charlie is like a really sweet, nice character, and he plays that really well. Hank is a bit more like over the top and kind of, hey, how you doing? Like he has to give it. He has to give it this different voice, but I think that's better because towards the end of the film they jump between the he jumps between the characters all the time when they fight each other, or when he fights himself, which is one of my favourite scenes. Just
what are you still doing here?
Him throwing himself.
I can't leave, Hank.
Him throwing himself through a window and throwing himself out of a car, climbing back in the car, and looking back. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Great,
I love it. It's so funny, and it's basically like
anyone was going to play that character is Jim Carrey.
Exactly, another film that's tailor-made for Jim Carrey, and it's a road movie again. He's escorting this girl, Renée Zellweger, for some reason, I forget. He's escorting her, and then he finds out that she's involved in something. They're trying to screw her over, and there's like cops involved and all sorts of things. So it's basically them on the run for the whole film, which I really like. I like road movies, and Dumb and Dumber was kind of a road movie as well, so made by the same people. Your thoughts, Connie?
So they weren't fleeing from someone the whole time?
They weren't what?
Fleeing from someone?
Not the whole time.
In Dumb and Dumber?
Oh, in Dumb and Dumber, yeah, sure.
Because they didn't know that
the
guys were after them. Basically, they didn't. This was the first time I watched this movie and really paid attention, or like, that I know I'll remember it the next time. Because I didn't know that I'd seen this movie, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Then again, I already knew that I'd seen almost every Jim Carrey movie. The only one missing now is the gay one. I think we've seen absolutely every single one.
No, not really. There's a few. Anyway.
We'd have to see every single one.
Yeah, I know.
I like a little scene. You show me this scene with the 3 black kids when they were still kids.
Yeah.
And they were watching the TV, and then suddenly the stand-up comedy came up. This black guy swearing and saying all sorts of words, and they were laughing and stuff. And then Jim Carrey's like, "How can you eat all that and not gain any weight?" And the little black kid's like,
just lucky, I guess.
And then the next clip, he's like the fattest one of all of them, and Jim Carrey's like sat in between, like the kids are here, and then it's like. Yeah. He's sitting in a massive pile of massive pillows or something, because he's like all the way drowned in his kid souls. It's so funny. And the kids are really smart as well. Like, they're brilliant even though they're talking the way
Well, that's because his wife was in Mensa, and the little dwarf black guy was also in Mensa.
Yeah, so they had to be
genius.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, really good movie. Definitely go to watch it many, many more times.
I give it an 8, by the way.
What else did I really like? I don't know. It was really good.
Rating?
8.
Okay. Just to finish 8.2. Just to finish this off. One of my favourite scenes ever in a film is when he slowly puts his hand over the gun that the guy's about to shoot, and he's like, "Just calm down." The guy just shoots shoots his thumb off. Ah!
And what does he say?
I can't remember what when he gets shot off.
Where's my thumb?
Oh yeah, he's just like he just dances around, and goes, "Where's my thumb?" Which I think that's kind of what you'd actually say. Like you just get so hysterical when you'd say something stupid like that. Anyway.
Well, when I got my thumb dislocated and ended up here, instead of there, it was there, and I was like, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. And I was jumping up and down. So,
Yeah.
it's not like getting it shot off, but it does shock you a little bit when your thumb's out of place.
Anyway, we'll leave it there.
Yeah, let's leave it